and APC. So you don't shut us down. He is our governor too. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Victor Areki.
Thank you, the Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Victor Moke, Ebonyi Northwest Constituency, otherwise known as Isheke Mbomeze. Mr. Speaker, rising to leave my voice with the voices of other speakers, I wish to support the budget be given a speedy passage, owing to the fact that this is the first time government is thinking towards bringing institutions of higher learning to Ebonyi North Zone, which is the University of technology or whatever.
Ebonyi State University.
I would wish.
Not Manti, Ebonyi State University is situated.
I know you will shut me down. I know
why
you will shut me down.
Do we allow you to lie? You can't lie.
You will do it, but
well, distinguished colleagues, I think we've done very well. I've given the Democrats time and opportunity to talk. The only time I breach what you are saying is when you get out of points, because our duty here is to talk about the budget and only the budget. That is what we are discussing in the second reading of the budget, and what we should be talking about is the content of the budget. That is what we would have centered our own discussion. So once you get outside this content of the budget, definitely will be ruled out of order. But out of my own magnanimity, I decided to interject you, thinking that you will readdress or readjust your seats, without knowing that many of you are already carried away by your political party. I'm very sorry for that, for those that have been offended. But majorly why I say all of you must speak is to know the value, why we must be with our leader. Not only that you are supporting, you have no right, you have no strength to post the leader in this assembly. You are not only minority, it's all recognized minority, so you have nothing to do. We are not afraid of you. It's only when you are decided to be recognized that you can be recognized. We have absolute majority, two-thirds majority of the house in one party. What else do we need? Do we need you to pass anything? We don't need you. If you decide to come, you come. If you don't want to come, you stay in your house. Your seat will be declared vacant.
it's not true, Mr. Speaker.
So it's certain. And you can't just come and tell us that you come, you want to talk. It's only when you are given opportunity to talk that you talk. So it's not as if we are begging you to talk. We are not subscribing that you should come. We even want you not to come, so that we will create more seats for others to come. If your seat is declared vacant, our party members will come and occupy that seat. So that's it. So it's at your own good. It's your interest to come, and they are protecting your interest. So distinguished colleagues, we've done very well as regard to the discussion in the budget, and I know very well that we know the content of the budget, and the content has speaks volume. The development we've been able to see, and a lot that His Excellency has enumerated that is coming in 2022, a lot of ongoing projects that this budget can help to complete. The economic value of Ebonyi State has been briefed up, and we've seen it last years, and we're expecting more better economic position in 2022. And with the implementation of budget, as we pray to God to give His Excellency the same brightening face and love, so that when he sees Mr. President will approve more money. Your Excellency, sir, some people say that, Mr. President, why did you ask Mr. President to give you money to complete airport? We, the representative of the people, say we need the money, sir. We need the money to complete the airport. Even if Mr. President like to give us money, let him give us. He has been giving other states. We've seen so many states that got money from him. So we need money from Mr. President. That money is from the central box, so it's not owned by anybody. So those that castigate or those that criticize on that point, we know they are very envious. It's not as if they have a substance in what they are saying. So don't listen to them. We urge you to continue persuading Mr. President to help us in completing that airport. That airport is dear to us. We must complete it. And we say, instead of you not to complete that airport, we don't need stadium. We need the airport to be 100% completed, because that is where we want your name to be written. That airport will be named after you if you complete it. And some said we name university after you. We boast to say it in 24 hours. He who wants to answer any of our infrastructure, please go and build your own. We'll name that infrastructure after yourself. So I've been a governor, they couldn't put flyover on their domot, but somebody is putting flyover there, and they join those that are castigating that the security of the state is being handled perfectly, to criticize the state. I say sorry to them. When they will come home, then the insecurity will visit them. That is what they are subscribing for. And those that subscribe for that, if they get it, is it wrong? So I think this budget will do well in handling the matter very well. And I think distinguished colleagues, His Excellency has done a lot of work in this budget. And we looked at it, we have our copies. We've been able to look at our copies for so many days now, and it's what contains there in the copy that contains in this box. So we are very much sure that if we help His Excellency in passing this budget on time, definitely the implementation will start first week of January. On this note, I try to let me put it to votes to know those that will say yes or no, that this budget do pass second reading. Those in support that this budget pass second reading say aye.
Aye.
Against say no. The ayes have it. This budget is thereby passed second reading and is committed to the committee, to all the committees, and they are rolling them the chairman of the committees, Works and Transport. The chairman of Works and Transport is Honorable Victor Al-Chukwu. The chairman of Local Government and Chieftaincy Matters, Honorable Anthony Oyibenwegede. The chairman of Public Accounts, Honorable Onwonye. The chairman of Housing, Honorable Honorable Mrs. Chinwe Nwachukwu. The chairman of Agric, Honorable Benjamin Ezoma. That housing is Land Survey and Housing, Land Survey and Housing. The two ministries, Honorable Chinwe Nwachukwu. The chairman of Information, Honorable Chinedu Ona. The chairman of Power, Honorable Chinedu Awo. The chairman of Project Monitoring, Honorable Humphrey Wuruku. Chairman of Infrastructure Concession, Honorable Joseph Onono. The chairman of Women Affairs, Honorable Lillian Ngozi Ezulo. The chairman of Youth and Transport, Honorable Kizito Ali Okechukwu. Chairman of Education, Honorable Christian Osulo. Chairman of Health, Honorable Victor Aleke. Chairman of Environment, Honorable Oliver Osi. Chairman of Culture and Tourism, Honorable Chidi Ejem. Chairman of Establishment and Capital Territory, Honorable Chief Nkemka Onoma. Chairman of Justice and Judiciary, Honorable Friday Lanis Muho. Chairman of Appropriation, Finance and Appropriation, Honorable Ikoro Kensile. Human Capital Capital Development, Ije Odunwa. Commerce and Industry, Chukuma Igwe. And Honorable Arinze Chukwu is the chairman of Investments. Thank you. The leader of the House.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues. Having done justice to the items in our other paper and discountenancing also the fact that a big masquerade is also in the House, Mr. Speaker, I rise to move a motion that this House do adjourn to another legislative date. Mr. Speaker, so
Yes, you can come, ma.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and my reverend colleagues. My name is Kemka Okoronoma. I represent Africa Southwest constituency. Mr. Speaker, thank you for allowing me to come and do the tidy. I represented this house in an ICMC induction ceremony in Abuja, and I couldn't control the flight. I know that my colleagues have put on a good submission, and I will always, at all times, abide by the submissions thereof. Mr. Speaker, having said that, I rise to second the motion as moved by the leader of this honorable house, that this house be adjourned to the next legislative day. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, those in support that this House be adjourned to another legislative date, say aye. Against any nay. The ayes have it. This House is hereby adjourned to Friday 10 a.m. And that's Friday 10 a.m. Today is what? Wednesday. Okay, it's adjourned to Wednesday 10 a.m. for passing this bill into law. Thank you. So all the ministries, all the commissioners and all the MDS will come to this chamber, to the committee room tomorrow. We have begged His Excellency, he will release all of you, all the management staff will be here tomorrow in their various ministries. When you conclude there, you go to the Minister of Finance, will be with the appropriation. And that is where, if you have issue with your budget, you meet the Minister of Finance in the appropriation committee. That's where they will sort it out. Don't say what you don't know in the committee, in your own committee or in the ministry. Thank you.
That's the end of the presentation of the 2022 appropriation bill of the Bonny State Government by His Excellency the Governor to the legislating arm of the government at the hallowed chambers of the House of Assembly. The 2022 appropriation bill, a third budget of latter rain, is to the tune of 145,410,9,900 597,723 naira 49 kobo, and the appropriation bill has passed second reading. And of course, the various committees that will look into the budgets on sectorial basis will do the rest for forward passage into law. The plenary slated for Wednesday next week at the same hallowed chamber of the Assembly. And this is how we have come to the end of the live broadcast of this event on the stables of EBBC, Salt FM and Salt TV. Abakaliki, the salt of the nation. On behalf of the Director General of EBBC, Engineer Chief Timothy Wachi, who is here live, and of course members of the management and staff of EBBC, members of the OB crew led by Engineer Emmanuel Ekwe, NDBC Ogodo, Uche Michael Eze, Ibiam Okpani, Odoma Uga, Amara Emmanuel Promise Oka, and of course Chimakalo Oji, my colleague Sandra Chuku, and a host of other members of the OB crew. My name is Emenike Ogalago, saying good afternoon and a million thanks to you for being part of the broadcast. At this point, we will be handing over the baton to our colleagues at the broadcasting house, precisely to Jessica Vitus Nweze, for the continuation of our program slated for this afternoon. Once again, good afternoon and God bless you. Bye for now.
And I promise I'll stand by my words, stand by my words, stand by my words. I'm a civilized, I'm a nice. They go with my fingers. This is just something I want to do. Keep on the good nice. They got me going and spooky nice. We go up my fingers. This is just something I want him to be. You can see, she fits me perfectly, and guess what I call it? Destiny. In her eyes, I see the light, and it's drawing me closer, closer, closer. You can see that I body, watch my body. No still don't complain. She got me in a trance like situation, and now I'm losing all mine. Spiritual concentration, I want to be the one that will take her across the border. Girl, now she goes to the light. Nice. They go with my fingers. This is just something I want to do. She go with the nice. They got me going and spooky nice. They go with my fingers. This is just something I want. Have you ever seen a girl and you couldn't move your feet cause your heart's keep